Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's look is this super glittery, sparkly festival look. I think it's perfect for festival season, especially second, third, fourth day in and you're looking a bit tired, you want to cover up them bags. This is the perfect solution. I am not actually a festival person. It's not really for me. I think at some point in my life I might stretch and go to Coachella purely for the vibe, the outfits, the pictures, not necessarily for the festival life. You know, I'm not about the festival life. If you are going to festivals this year, this summer, please stay safe, stay vigilant, take care of yourself and just be aware of your surroundings. If you want to learn how I created this look, then stay tuned. So I did already prep this eye, but just to make it a little bit more tacky, I'm just going to take a little bit more of my Tarte Shape Tape, which is what I used to prep it originally. So I'm literally taking like a tiny dot on the back of my hand. And I'm going to take my blank canvas F17 brush, which is what I used to apply it originally, and just pat that on. And I'm just going to mainly focus this on the lid area and then sort of out here, because obviously that's where we want this shadow to stick and be most vibrant. So now that we've got a nice sticky base, I'm just going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette, and I'm just going to take the shade Sphere, which is like that nice yellowy, limey, luminescent colour. I'm going to start packing that on to the lid. And you'll see that it doesn't look as vibrant as this side, and you'll see why in a second. I do actually layer another product over the top to make it that really vibrant, luminous yellow. And I'm just following the natural crease of my eye just to get the shape. Because I'm using a very flat synthetic brush, I can use the very tip and edge of the brush to create that nice sharp line to create the wing. So once you've built that up pretty much to like an even base, it doesn't really matter too much if it's fully even, and create the shape that you want, just keep checking back to the other side, make sure that shape is going to be even. And then what we're going to do is actually take the NYX glitter primer. I'm just going to pop a bit on the back of my hand, and then just with a flat concealer brush, I'm just going to pack that over that whole shape that we've just created. You want to make sure you've got a really even layer of the glue so that when we apply the pigment, it's not going to stick more in other places and it's not going to look uneven. The pigment I'm going to use is by Sugarpill, and this is the only glue that I've found I can use with it that doesn't make it sort of like chunk together, because it is kind of like a glittery pigment, but it's like an ultra fine glitter, and then the actual pigment itself is more of like a just like a pigment loose shadow. So I found with like the lit adhesive, it just looked kind of chunked up and it just didn't look nice. But this one is really good. And then with that same flat brush that I used to apply the shade from the palette, I'm just going to take the Sugarpill pigment. So this one is just called High Vis, and it's like a luminous yellow with a microfine glitter. And I'm going to pack that all over the lid. And don't worry about the fallout, because we are going to wipe that off with a baby wipe. And this is where you want to make sure that the pigment is like a really even layer so that it doesn't look all sort of like patchy. Now I'm just going to take a wipe, and these are actually my favorite wipes. These are the Johnson's Face Care. They're the makeup wipes in the moisturizing type. They are for dry skin basically, and they just get all of your makeup off, and they're better than like any wipes that I've tried. I'm just using my finger. I'm just going to clean up all around. I'll do this eye again as well. Just because with this pigment, the microfine glitter does tend to fall a little bit. It's not too bad once you've wiped underneath your eye. Now I just want to define my lash line just a little bit, but I don't want to do like a harsh line of liquid liner. So what I'm going to do is take my blank canvas E44 brush, and I'm just going to dip into Obsidian from the Prism palette. And I'm just going to press that all the way along my lash line. I just think that it looks a little bit softer and it doesn't take away from the look. And then what I did, just to almost create like a little tiny wing, just to sort of give that cat eye effect when I put my lashes on, I just used the edge of the brush just to follow that line that we created. And I'm just going to tightline my upper waterline using my Marc Jacobs black eyeliner. I really like this one because it's waterproof, so it's not going to budge. So I just wanted to sort of like define the outside line a little bit with a little bit more glitter, seeing as this is a festival look. So I'm just taking my Urban Decay Heavy Metal glitter liner in the shade Distortion, and I'm just literally lining the outside of the shape. So now I'm going to move on to my skin before I finish off my eyes, and I'm actually going to try a couple of new products. They're not necessarily new on the market, but they're new to me. I just got them yesterday. So this one is from Revolution Pro, and it's an under eye primer, and it's like a hydrating under eye primer. And I was like just super intrigued because I do suffer with sort of like dry under eyes. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. So I just thought I would try this. So I'm just going to apply it like an eye cream, I guess. Not really sure. It doesn't have any like instructions on it or anything. But I thought I would apply this before my foundation and concealer. It feels really hydrating. It doesn't smell the best, but I think it was in like £5. It's kind of like not really sinking into my skin though. That does feel really hydrating. We'll see how it performs once I actually put some products over it. And then for foundation, I'm just going to use the L'Oreal True Match. I've never tried this before, but loads of people have recommended it to me. And a girl I know always has like the nicest skin, and I asked her what she was, and she wears this. So I got it to try. It is a little bit dark for me, but we all know I like that look. And I like that it's like quite a watery formula. So I'm in the shade 4D4W, which is Golden Natural. But like I said, that isn't my actual shade. I just like to look a bit tanned, and I do take it down my neck a little bit. My shoulders are quite a bit more tanned than my face, because obviously I never really put my face in the sun. So now I'm just going to conceal and highlight using my Tarte Shape Tape. And this kind of balances out when you have like a darker foundation on. It does kind of balance it out when you use concealer to highlight. And then I'm just going to blend that out with my beauty blender. And then I'm just going to use my RCMA No Colour Powder to set that. But I'm not going to go straight from the pot to my face. I'm going to tap it off on the back of my hand, so that's the like excess. So that there's not too much powder. I'm gonna go straight underneath the eyes now, and I'm gonna stick with the Prism palette. What I'm gonna do first is go in with the shade Parallel, and I'm just taking that on a Morphe M507 brush. I'm gonna run that all the way underneath my eye. And then to blend that out, I'm going to go back in with Sphere, and I'm just going to take that on a Backstage Beauty eye blender brush. So now I'm just going to go back in with a tiny bit of Obsidian on my E44 brush from Blank Canvas. I'm going to run that along my lash line, just on that outer corner. So now what I'm going to do is just apply my highlighter, because I'm going to apply some glitter underneath my eyes. So I'm just going to take my Amrezy highlight, my all-time fave, and just apply that generously to the cheekbones. You guys know I love to put it on the apples too. I'm going to take that onto the temple and just up above the brow slightly. I'm just going to pop that. I like to just pop it just in between my brows slightly, and then just on the center of my forehead, just to make it look a little bit more luminous. And I feel like I can with this highlight because it's not glittery. If it was like a more glittery highlight, then I would sort of steer clear. Just magical. I think I'm so glad that I brought it back up, because if I didn't and I ran out, I don't know what would have happened. It would have been the end of the world. Then I'm just going to do my little trick to make the highlight pop, and I'm just going to take my Morphe M575 brush, again with the Amrezy highlight, and I'm first going to apply that to my nose and Cupid's bow. And again, I really don't know why I do this, because I'm going to overdraw my lips and you're not even going to be able to see it. I just think it makes me feel better. Get that nose popping. Popping, popping, popping. If you notice me keep like looking down, it's because I'm like waiting for a pizza delivery, and I've got like a little tracker on my phone. I can track where it's at. And then I'm just going to take that and just apply it to the high points. And can you see, it just makes that little area there just really pop. So I'll do it on this side too, so you can see. Do you see that? I don't know if it picks it up very well on the camera. Whilst I'm here, I'm just gonna bronze my skin as well, because I may as well. So I'm just gonna take my Dior Nude Air Bronzer. I'm not gonna show you the packaging because we all know it's ratchet. You've seen it before. It's a tester. It's not got like the proper packaging. So I'm just taking that on my Backstage Beauty angled powder brush. So it's like my new fave, because it's just so quick. And I can kind of just stamp it on to the sides of the old forehead, just a little bit. I don't like to contour my forehead, but I kind of like that bronziness to flow the whole way through the face. And then just like to tap off any excess that's left on the brush on the sides of my nose. Nothing crazy. Just helps to stop it from sort of like blending in. And then I'm just going to take a little bit. I do like a really light just dust underneath my jaw. And then the rest I just like to take down my neck. So for underneath my eyes, I'm going to pop on a bit of glitter, and then I've also got these little under eye gems from the Gypsy Shrine. So they're kind of like, they go like that way underneath your eye So I'm just going to put a little bit of glitter on underneath my eye to give myself like a nice base, and then I'll stick those over the top. So I'm going to mix together 2 glitters. So these are both from Dust and Dance. So this one here is called Iridescent Pink Angel. So it's just like a clear iridescent multi-size glitter. And then the other glitter is also from Dust and Dance. This one is just a silver bio glitter, so that means it's biodegradable. And I do have a few other colors, so I will do a couple of other festival looks with them. But I really like that people are bringing out biodegradable glitters now. Microplastics are like a big part of like our ecosystem now, that they are almost like poisoning the earth, they're poisoning the fish, and they're just really bad, and glitter is a microplastic. So it's great that they are coming out with biodegradable glitters. I do have a discount code for Dust and Dance, which will be down in the description box, so you can save 10%. And also on every single purchase, Dust and Dance donates 10% to Young Minds charity. So they're a really cool brand. They're UK based. Yeah, I just think everybody should check them out. They do like an amazing range of glitters. I almost have every single one. There's maybe like 4 or 5 that I don't have, but yeah, they're great. So check them out, use my discount code, save yourself a little bit of money. I'm just gonna mix those 2 together. I'm just gonna pop a tiny bit in the lid. And even though they're biodegradable, they're not less shiny. They're actually super shiny. So what I'm gonna do is tip a tiny bit of the Iridescent Pink Angel into the lid as well. And I want to get those like mixed together. So I'm just going to take my NYX glitter primer again. Pop it on the back of my hand. And I'm just using the same flat concealer brush that I used earlier to apply it to my lid. I swear to God, if I drop any more glitter, I am going to kill myself. Let alone my boyfriend going mad. Okay, so I'm just going to tap that on underneath the eye. And this is great, especially if you're at a festival and it's like day 2, day 3, and you haven't had much sleep. You can just stick a load of glitter underneath your eye and boom, you look awake and you look fab. So I'm just gonna dip that same, no I'm not gonna dip the same brush. I'm just gonna take a different flat brush. I'm just gonna dip the new brush into the glue slightly so I can pick up the glitter. And then I'm just gonna press this on underneath my eye. And it's nice because the silver one has like a really fine glitter in there as well, so it's really nice to make it look kind of like dispersed. And then I'm just going to go back in with a tiny bit more glue. I'm just going to take up a little bit higher into my under eye. And you can just keep layering this until you're happy with the finish. I think I'm happy with that for now. So for these little under eye jewels, so I've just stuck one on. But I think they look super cute. So I'm just gonna apply some mascara, and I'm just gonna use my Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir. So I'm just going to go off camera and apply some lashes, and I will be right back to finish off my lips. Okay, so now I'm going to do the lip to finish this look off, and I didn't want to do just like a normal nude lip like I always do because I wanted to be a bit different for me anyway, and this is a festival look, so we're going all out. So I'm going to do a black lip. So I'm just going to line my lips using MAC's Smolder pencil. And then the liquid lipstick I'm going to use is the Beauty Bakery Lip Whip in the shade Midnight Truffles, and this is honestly like the best black liquid lipstick ever. It literally does not budge. It's super black Like, you can have a full-on meal and this will not come off. And that is the final look. I hope you guys love this video. My voice is going so raspy right now. I hope you loved this look. Honestly, I got like halfway through when I was putting the glitter on, just before I added the lashes, and you know when you think, I kind of wish I did it a different way. But then as soon as I put the lashes on, I absolutely love the way it looks. I love the really sort of like graphic shape on the top lid, and then that paired with the sort of like messy, distorted glitter underneath the eye. I think it looks really cute, and I think it's perfect for festival season, especially like I said, day 2 or day 3 when you're looking a bit worse for wear, you got a 2-day hangover, you just need some help over here. You can just pop on some glitter and gems and away you go. You look awake, you look fab, and you look ready to party. All of the products will be listed in the description box down below, as well as my discount code for these lashes and the glitters. If you recreate this look or take inspiration from this look, please be sure to tag me, because I would love to check out your guys' work. There's nothing better than seeing somebody who has recreated your look or done a look inspired by something you've done. It's like the best feeling as an artist to get that. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon, you know what to do. And with that being said, I will see you in my next one. Bye guys. Oh my god, what the fuck is wrong with me today? I'm dropping everything. Luckily it didn't break. Oh shit. Oh fuck. I've just literally thrown that everywhere. What a fucking idiot. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh my god. I've just tipped it everywhere again. Oh my god. What the hell? Jesus. So much glitter everywhere. I haven't done a look with this much glitter in such a long time. I think I've just forgotten how to, what the fuck am I doing? I think I've just forgotten how to behave in front of glitter.